Hey, what's up guys, it's Ronald here. So I want you to imagine the following. It's a random Saturday, you enjoying time with your family, suddenly your phone pings, you check, it's a WhatsApp message from a friend and they ask you, did you see the news? Before you can answer, you get another 10 WhatsApp messages. You see people are sending you articles. Your phone starts ringing and you see it's a journalist when you answer and they say, can you please comment on the fact that you are a suspect in a rape case? And obviously you can't give comment, so you want to contact your attorneys. But before you do that, you go and look on the links that's been sent and you see the following. Police identify 3 people as suspects in the alleged rape of a former Bergview College learner. Police Minister Senzo Mchunu has reportedly confirmed that one of the suspects is the school's principal. Now suddenly you go, well, that's me, and I'm a suspect. This rape happened on the 14th of October 2024. I've been working with the police, I've been working with everybody in resolving this case, and now on the 29th of March, on a Saturday, I'm being accused of raping this individual. I'm a suspect in all of this. And then subsequently, for the rest of that day and for the next 6 days, you are hounded by journalists. You are belittled, attacked, insulted on social media. You trend on social media. People arrange a march. Your name is on a placard that says you are a rapist. People accuse you of being a rapist. You get WhatsApp messages that you are a rapist and that you refuse to give your DNA to prove your innocence. And your wife gets phone calls. She eventually has to shut her business down because of the fear of people coming and harming her. You and your family suddenly are pariahs. And your friends start questioning, could this possibly be true? Now that's exactly what happened to the principal of Bergview College, Jaco Pieterse. And what is really concerning is that it took the police 6 days from making that statement to correcting it and saying that Jaco Pieterse is in actual fact not a suspect and never was a suspect. Now please tell me, at what point are mainstream media and the SAPS responsible for this? And that is exactly what AfriForum is trying to find out, because AfriForum is asking for the following. Police Minister Senzo Mchunu owes Bergview College principal and the public an apology. Minister will face criminal consequences. For a week, Police Minister Senzo Mchunu sat idle as false and defamatory statements, made worse by his own false claims made in a press statement, were repeated and amplified across social media and news organizations. AfriForum's private prosecution unit, which represents Bergview College principal Jaco Pieterse, will now advise and guide him to ensure criminal accountability for those who repeated these claims. The principal was publicly piloted based on the fictitious claim he had obstructed a police investigation into the rape of a child who attended the school. And it goes on, and it goes on, and it goes on. At what point do you hold individuals personally responsible for spreading false information and accusing you of a rape and accusing you of the worst things possible and wishing for you to die, threatening your life and threatening your family's lives and threatening your livelihood? And that is exactly what happened. I mean, there are many examples of things like this being said.
Come to light about that Kwekwe situation. A 7-year-old girl. Guys, she's 7 years old. 7-year-old, and she got raped. I'm still figuring out the details of the story, but the one thing that I noticed, that AfriForum is representing one of the suspects. And my alarm bells are going off. Why is AfriForum representing a rape suspect? What the fuck is going on? Why they are so big about farm murders and all of these things, but a 7-year-old girl getting raped by the name of Kwekwe? does not fucking fall on their radar of something to protect a little kid. This fucking shows you what AfriForum is all about, isn't it? I'm still going to read the details, but I hope to get justice for Kwekwe. That little girl, I was in fucking tears reading that story. There's no ways I'm going to let this go. Kwekwe, girl, we will make a fucking noise until something gets done.
Now amplify that message by hundreds of others making videos about it, and people on social media, specifically X, calling you a rapist, accusing you of the worst things, accusing your attorneys, the people that are defending you, of defending a rapist. Now, the question is, at what point are we going to stop talking about taking on these individuals? And when are we going to start prosecuting these individuals for what they say and do? There are many examples of people that jump on the bandwagon and start accusing left, right, and center, and then there's no accountability, because there were hundreds of thousands of people across the various social media platforms that went after Jaco and accused him of being a rapist. And now everybody's silent. Nobody is apologizing. The people that led the charge by making videos, posting articles, and making wild accusations are now nowhere to be found, because it's not newsworthy anymore. They stood on that pedestal, they said what they wanted to say, they accused innocent people, and suddenly there's no consequences. And now they can just move on to the next thing and accuse the next person of insane crime, and there's no repercussions for their actions. Like this lady that you just saw now on TikTok making that, what is going to happen to her for the statements that she made? What is going to happen? And what's going to happen to every single person out there that made insane claims about Jaco Pieterse? Well, nothing. Because clearly we've reached a point in this country where you can say the most outlandish stuff about people, and when it is proven wrong, or when context is finally given, then they don't need to go and apologize for what they said. They can just leave it up, move on to the next thing. Now, if you Google Jaco Pieterse for the next 10 years, what is always going to rise to the top is rape accused or a suspect. So on social media and on the internet, his reputation is completely ruined because of the SAPS, because of mainstream media, and because of social media warriors that think that they need to be first and they don't really care about the truth. And until such time as these random individuals are held accountable for the bullshit that they say, nothing's going to change. And to an extent, the same happened with me. Last year, massive media shitstorm over a video that was completely taken out of context by IOL. And don't worry, IOL, I'm still coming for you. I'm still coming for you. Because we need to set an example that when people share information that's not truthful, that is taking things completely out of context, then they need to be held accountable. And once again, unfortunately, Jaco Pieterse is the latest victim of that. And there's been many examples. Jan Braai is an example. Roman Kabanak is an example. I'm an example. There are so many examples of people whose reputations have been tainted by mainstream media and people on social media because they want to get the news out first and they don't really care how accurate it is. And therefore, I applaud AfriForum. And I applaud anybody that's willing to pick up a case like this and take it further and hold those that spread the misinformation and disinformation accountable for what they have to say. So I really am appalled that a 7-year-old child was raped. And we do need justice for Kwekwe. But what we also need is justice for Jaco Pieterse. Because if you compare how many people accused him versus how many people apologized or rectified their articles if you are mainstream media, you will see that it doesn't even come close. It doesn't even come close. There are hundreds of thousands of people that accused Jaco, but you can count the apologies on two hands. And that is the state of South Africa at the moment. And that's pretty much all I got to say. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please be sure to smash that like button. Please be sure to subscribe. Please be sure to share this video far and wide because it's the only way my message gets out there. And lastly, if you support me and my content, please consider becoming a member. You can do so by clicking the join button below. And that's all I got to say. Till later, cheers and peace out.
You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say, I wear my massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say, I wear my massacre. I wear my massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say, I wear my massacre. I wear my massacre.